Next fly I'm going to do is a mid-water buzzer pattern. Again, it's olive. Very similar sort of format. There's not a lot changes with lake flies, to be quite fair. It seems to be, it's the same as when you first started, to be honest. It's nothing. There's nothing new on a lake, to be quite fair. Apart from fishing wise, when you're fishing, the people's ability has come on massively from when it first started. You've got some really clever people out there now, and they are doing things that a lot of people wouldn't think of. There is a fly out there, a fry pattern that they tie on a double hook. They tie the fry on a needle and then slide it on, but we haven't got the time for that, I don't think. That's an art in itself, making little fry out of mylar tubing with foam. It's a floating fry pattern. It's hard to touch them when they're on it. It takes a long time to tie. But it's something that Curly started to play around with on Rutland over the weed beds, and he'd fish it singly. They call it the wobbler. I know Ian started to sell a version that was on a tube at one point, but it was a lot bigger. It was a real chunky old thing. I've just tied in a single olive goose bite. I'm going to get my favourite rimmel. Fine lick. Just on the hook. Take away the excess. I don't want it coming through the goose bite. I just want to stick the goose bite to the hook ever so slightly, just to give it a bit of support. Your first turn is your most important, because that's where you normally snap them off if you're gonna break them off. The goose bites that I'm using are just standard olive vineyard. Oh, look at that! There he goes. Standard olive goose bites. They are short, so you're probably not going to get very far up the hook with them. I'm just going to cut another one off. I just wrecked that one. Where's that gone?
Those are slightly different colour on the edge.
Yeah, they are. Again, you can have send them round. It's just a standard olive. It's a vineyard's goose bite. They do a nice olive goose bite, to be fair. There we are. Medium olive, that one is. Yeah, if I send that round, you can all have a look at the packet. It's a medium. I've got to take that one back in case I snap another one. These are a bit of a pain to tie because you do tend to break the goose bite quite a bit. But once you've got the one up the body, it's not so bad. Thank you. Go. We got there. That's the pain of this fly over and done with. Once you've got that up, it's right. I'm gonna get some more of this.
Have you tied that with the curve in or the curve out?
The curve in. So I've got the exterior shine colour as it comes out. I think about it, John.
Yeah. Just some blob ink on me. Have a good look, John. You make sure.
I'm going to get some olive peacock. It's a little bit darker. It's not much, but there is a little bit of a darkness in it. Again, jungle cock cheek, jungle cock winglet, wing buds, wing cases, whatever. all same sort of scenario with the buzzer pattern. I do like putting these on. I do think it makes a big difference to a buzzer pattern. Have your wing cases in there. This would be a medium sort of depth fly. Fished normally on the top dropper. As I'm tying these flies, I'm coming up in the water quietly. Again with the same fur, bit of a possum, dubbed on, fairly slack. I don't want it so tight that I can't do nothing with it, because I will want to brush it out underneath the buzzer after I pull the thorax cover over the top. Now I've tied the white in as well, the white and the pheasant tail over the back. I'm going to pull them both over, and I'm going to try my best to get the white smack underneath, so I can't see the white from over the top. I can only see the peacock, the pheasant tail, sorry. I'm going to peel the pheasant tail back. Take away the pheasant tail. Leave myself with a small white breather. Lift my breather up. I'm going to finish underneath the breather, so the breather is split rather than sticking straight out the front. You can add pearl to this fly, you can add pearl underneath, you can add a rib to it. I can't find it better than to use the standard one where there's nothing special in it at all. And there's a top dropper buzzer pattern. This fly tends to work really well when they turn on to the small green buzzer. I use this down to a size 16 on even for big lake trout. When they turn on that small green and nothing will knock them off it, you've just got to imitate it. Do your best to imitate it. And a fine green buzzer. I've seen me fishing 4 of these in the cast. Floating line, shortish leader, shall we say. 3 foot, 3 foot, 3 foot, 3 foot, 12 foot. That's it. Cast it out and just sit there. You just leave all your line squiggles. Don't take the tension out of it, nothing. Any movement is unnatural then. Just leave all your squiggles in and just watch the squiggles as if it was a bung. Just watch the squiggles, and as it comes down, short casts, you'll have a little fish down in the water and back up in the water, rather than down, flat, back, where they sink to a point they can't go no deeper, and then you've got the lift again. Mostly takes to come on the down or the up. So we shorten our cast to eliminate the flat section in the middle as we're coming back. Send that round.
Can I change over again?
Yeah,
Sean?
no problems.
Do you want to have a break anyway?